Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today. Are you ready to make our box for these? I have a fun one and I'm going to go through the process to tell you how I figured out how to do this. What I did was I took my cards and my envelopes and I stacked them all together. All right. And I'm going to do it here so you can see. Then I used my grid and I knew if I did a box that was 1 inch wide, that these would fit in there. So then I had to figure out, because I wanted in landscape, this is, it's like 5 3/4, so I knew it had to be 6 inches long. Then I knew that I needed this measurement, and this is 1 2 3 4, not quite 4.5, so I said 4 3/4. So then I knew my front needed to be 4 3/4 by 6, but I wanted it shorter, so I took an inch off and I did 3 3/4 by 6. My bottom was 1 inch by 6. Then the back needed to be the full size, so it's 4 3/4 by 6. And then my top is 1 inch plus 2 inches to overlap, so 3 by 6. I did all of that, put it together, and I realized I hadn't included the way to connect them. I'd done it 6 inches, but I needed an extra inch on each side. So your final measurements for your box is your back needs to be 8 3/4 by 8. So that gives you an inch on each side. And your front needs to be 4 3/4 by 8. That gives you that inch for the bottom. The 8 3/4 comes from 4 3/4, 5 3/4, 6, 7. Well, it may be a little longer, but that's all right. So then the DSP, once I figured out this, was easy because it was 1/8 of an inch smaller. So let me show you how we're going to do this. I've done a lot of this ahead of time. This is my front piece. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is I have scored it at 1 inch on 3 sides. So I am going to I'm going to burnish it on all 3 sides. Like so. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut up on each side that 1 inch score line, like so. This piece, we need to, I had to stop and think. You need to kind of notch it. So take your flap and cut a piece out. Doesn't matter the size. This then gets glued together on each end. Take your time and match up your edges. By notching it, that gives you that little bit of room that you need to make it fit together nicely. So there's the front of our box. And you know what? I forgot to put on my DSP. So I will be doing that afterwards. Now, I'll do this one and I'll put the DSP on it. All right, now I have 2 folds here. So I'm going through and I'm burnishing all my folds. All right. Like so. And there's a 1 inch piece at the bottom. All right, so this is the back of my box. Now I've mixed and matched my DSPs. This is my back DSP. So when you put this on, put it on so that it is right side up. I did use the DSP Winter Meadow. The piece I wanted, I couldn't get to work. So I mixed this one with that. Now I need a 7/8 inch piece down here, and I used these pieces, and I'm going to use this one. This is the piece I really wanted to use, but I had used it for a card and it didn't work out. All right, so there's that. And then this piece goes on here, but I did use it and on the front. And then this is my front flap. This is going to come down this way, so I've cut my paper to go like this. I wanted some space in there, so this is why I really wanted to use this paper, but no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work out. All right, so there's that. Now, I didn't cut any pieces for my sides, so I'm going to have to go back and add my 1 inch sides. It would be actually 1 7/8 by, what is this? 4 3/4, isn't it? No. I don't know. Yeah, 4 3/4. So there's my box like that. Now, this one we are again going to cut like so. And I was supposed to save the decorating for next week. So next week will be a really short one. All right, this piece you want to cut out entirely. So just cut that out. Just watch what you're doing. Don't go too fast so that you can. I tried everything, and this was the best way to get this to work. All right, so I'm going to cut this one out now. All right, and I'm going to come in here and cut on this score line like so. Looking a little strange, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to put this glue here and here. And I will tell, oh, I forgot to notch these. I got to get them real quick. Where's my scissors? If you don't notch it, it just doesn't lay right. So just notch them, get it out. Okay, now I can put it together. It just gives it a little bit of space to fold down without a bunch of bulk down at the bottom. All right, so there's the box, and it's going to fold over like this. But see, I haven't done these pieces, so I'll do those next week. This then goes inside like so. So you have your box like this. So let me glue this in. And there's probably a different way to do this, but this is the way I found. The boxes that I saw were, use your bone folder to help press down the bottom, didn't have, they weren't in the sizes that we needed. And they used a 12 by 12 inch piece of cardstock. If you have it, great. I didn't. All right, now I'm going to push this down. Make sure that my sides are in good. Just use your bone folder and push it down. All right, there's our box, and we'll finish decorating it next week, and I will put the cards in so you can see they fit in there very nicely. All right. Hope you will be back next week to see how I finish this up. Bye.